number 16 for today, Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. However, if I look at the list of persons present, I do not have at least the half plus one of members of Parliament. So therefore, this meeting of Parliament cannot be opened. I have received notices of absence from the members De Weaver, Jacobs, Marlin, and Maingret. Present here at the meeting are MP Roseburg, MP Mercelina, MP Heilige Martin, MP Gums, and myself, MP Sarah Westcott Williams. Given that the half hour has passed and not having a quorum to convene a public meeting of Parliament, I will hereby thank those of you tuned in for the meeting, the members of Parliament here present, and the support staff, and I hereby close this gathering of Parliament. Gathering closed.
Nice tips and tight pants. I'm really with none of these. I come from France, let's take one of some Dutch, comes from family. Once I said fire, flat, and license, in fact, I never have a party. Everybody come and say, people, she let you pass it. If it's the yellow, living with one man, I come here for a stand up. I come to party with a hand up. So far, so the people, you're too hard in the air. You're too hard in the air. You're too hard in the air. I never come here for the stand up. I come to party with a hand up. So far, so the people, you're too hard in the air. You're too hard in the air. So can lovers do this? Show me your hand. 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 All I know is bass. So I get some free. Don't go on me for free. So we go with Ray, with Ray. That's why we don't push it, we take where we don't push it. Wow! I come to party with the hand up. So so people, we're too hard in the air. You're too hard in the air. You're too hard in the air. Show me your hand.
of life's twists, turns, and defining moments. RBC is a blend for all of you. SZV, your social and health insurance. SZV, your social and health insurance.
Are you SZV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SZV is cardless. Request your My SZV account today and enter the virtual office of SZV. Go to szv.sx and sign up now.
SZV, yeah, your social health insurance.
Minister of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security Indar Veer is assuring Barbadians that careful consideration is given before permission is granted for agricultural lands to be used for housing development. He is making this clear amidst concerns that government is allowing houses to be built on land that should be used for food production.
Any piece of agricultural land that that comes before us rather for subdivision, my team and I will literally go and visit that land first to determine if it is good arable land and if it should remain in agriculture. If it should remain in agriculture, we write back in very clear language that we do not support the request, and the Town and Country Planning Office will not give approval. Equally, if it is land that is marginal, that we feel that it can do better helping a poor man own a house rather than keep it growing bush and cowage, we will grant that permission. And I make no apologies at all.
There have been recent protests against the proposed housing project at Newton Plantation, Christchurch. It is proposed that the development would involve 12.2 acres of land being subdivided into 58 residential lots. However, Minister Veer is saying that he has never placed his eyes on plans for the project at Newton.
The project at Newton, as far as I know, has not been approved. But you will have a reckless opposition leader telling Barbadians that I granted permission for land to be taken out of agriculture. And I'll say to Barbadians that you really need to be wary of people who are fast and loose, prepared to say almost anything to get their attention, prepared to be reckless in their utterances. And in as much as I wouldn't treat this as a legal matter at this point in time, given the fact that he's a trained attorney and experienced attorney ought to know better, I will simply say to Barbadians, test it. Ask him to produce the proof.
Minister Veer also says that Barbados' agricultural sector has to move in the direction of utilizing agri-food systems to allow for greater use in shorter periods. Rianne Phillips, CBC News.
Prime Minister the Honourable Gaston Brown continues to champion the needs of small island developing states and the global planet ahead of the SIDS4 conference, which will be hosted in Antigua and Barbuda this month. The Prime Minister, who is presently co-chairing the third Global Citizen Now 2024 Summit, participated in a panel discussion where he highlights the dangers of climate change and its impacts, using the devastation of the sister island of Barbuda as a primary example.
I recall back in 2017 when our sister island Barbuda was decimated by Hurricane Irma. It was like a mangled wreck. In fact, at that time, we wondered precisely what would we do. I mean, whether or not the island would be habitable in the future. It was actually deemed to be inhabitable at the time, to the extent that we had to vacate all of the residents of Barbuda.
The panel discussion was held under the theme World at a Crossroad, Act Today to Save Tomorrow. PM Brown also reminded the participants that there is only one planet, underscoring the need for immediate action.
We don't have a planet B, and therefore, all of us, each of us, must be committed to addressing this issue by ensuring that we reduce emissions, by holding the large polluters accountable. They must understand that they cannot continue to put profits over the planet. We have to protect our planet in the interest of all civilization.
In addition to the panel discourse, PM Brown kicked off a packed day of meetings in New York with a productive encounter with the Chief de Cabinet, His Excellency Courtney Rattray, of the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. The Prime Minister provided a timely update on preparations for the upcoming 4th International Conference on Small Island Development States, or SIDS, mere weeks away. He also made a time for the media interviews with the UN DESA Voice and the UN Web team, sharing his insights and perspectives with a global audience and the importance of the conference to all of SIDS. Theresa Goodwin, ABS News.
Are you SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXV, yeah. Your social and health insurances. For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is a bed for all of you.
There are at least 2,000 people who have made a home on Jamaica's streets. Oftentimes, they are fed by Good Samaritans in the form of churches, community groups, and passers-by. But this act of kindness also comes at a cost to the environment.
Stop feeding the homeless in the middle of the town. We want to feed them here for two reasons. One, to leave the town cleaner, because after lunch they have box lunch all over. 2, if we have the possibility to receive them here and feed them, we will work out our best capacity to keep them, so that will be beneficial to the town.
The center is also raising concern about the stigma associated with local homeless shelters and its residents. Christy Gay Plummer is center manager at the facility.
Persons here about the Portland Rehab Center, the stigma is it's the madhouse, which I don't believe we are a madhouse. Even for them sometimes to go out and get jobs, it is difficult if we put that their address is the Portland Rehab Center. So most time seeking jobs for them, we have to say they're at Folly Road.
She says a public education campaign is needed.
Our challenge, we need more persons out there to really know about, persons out there to be educated. Because if they really get the understanding of what the rehab center is about or mental illness is about, then they will look at us as something different other than the madhouse.
Carrie Ann Simpson, TVJ News.